From my time on YouTube, I have seen a ton of people buy into the benefits of single dosing, even on grinders that aren't necessarily meant for it. Luckily, because of that uptick in popularity, there's now a few new single dosing grinders coming onto the market at more reasonable consumer level price points. Today, we'll be looking at one that goes by several different names, and on paper it appears to provide undeniable bang for your buck. The Turing DF64, also known as the G IOTA 64, is a Chinese manufactured single dosing grinder. This one is the Turin DF64, so that's how I'll be referring to it for the remainder of this video. Now, because these grinders are manufactured in China, the process of getting one here in North America can be a little bit long and difficult. Luckily, there are actually several stateside distributors that are stocking these grinders, which makes the buying process not only quicker, but also more confidence-inspiring. One of those distributors is Espresso Outlet, and they were the ones who were actually nice enough to send us this unit for review. So if you want to check these out, I will leave a link to their storefront down in the description below. Starting off with build quality, the DF64 has a surprising heft. Coming in at 15 pounds, this grinder isn't going to be rattling or sliding around your counter anytime soon. The core of this machine is all metal, giving it a good sturdy frame. The motor is quiet and powerful, and the grind adjustment felt nice and smooth through the large stepless adjustment ring. The designers were clearly quite deliberate in investing the money where it mattered most, and this machine has a good foundation because of it. Areas that clearly didn't receive a large chunk of the budget are the design itself, cough cough, the plastic dosing cup, the portafilter forks, and the vinyl wrap and branding that covers the whole machine. As you can see, I've lost a part of my Turin logo in transit. The decision to wrap these grinders allowed them to offer it in a variety of colors and likely also save them some money over brushing or powder coating. If you don't like the look, I've seen lots of people rewrap it in a color of their choice, or actually just completely remove the wrap and leave it as a bare metal appearance. In terms of user experience, I was left feeling as though the DF64 got me about 80% of the way there, and they expected me to make up that final 20% on my own through further modifications to the machine. For example, the large grind dial is great, but there's no way to accurately see exactly what grind setting you're at, which is an issue if you often switch between espresso and other brew styles. There are some good designs for grind indicators out there, but it's up to you to put one on. I opted to use the included dosing cup with this grinder, not just because that's my preferred workflow, but also because these forks did a very poor job of holding a heavy portafilter in place. Even with the light plastic cup, the fit was still not very confidence-inspiring. Adding to the awkwardness of the forks is the fact that the power button is located directly below them, making it tricky to press while trying to not knock down your dosing cup. Again, someone with some modification prowess could probably design a better portafilter holder for themselves, but the ones that come stock leave a lot to be desired. Other than those small quirks, the DF64 was actually pretty enjoyable to live with. It's nice and quiet when in use, grinds relatively quickly thanks to the 64mm burrs, is pretty clean if you use some RDT. The available grind sizes easily cover from French press to espresso fine, and it was able to keep retention under 0.2 grams through the use of the bellows. One difference between this grinder and other single dosers is that you're not going to be able to pour beans in with the burrs already spinning. The DF64 has a lot of popcorning, which necessitates the use of a permanent cap over the bellows opening. Forget to put this on, and you'll have a kitchen full of sharp bean bits. You'll also want to give the bellows and chute a regular cleaning, as they tend to get quite dirty because of this. Moving on to the actual grinding performance, the DF64 surprised me in one negative way and one positive way. Starting with the negative, when I first started using this grinder, there was a shocking amount of fines in my grounds. Now initially, I chalked this up to either misaligned burrs or just plain crappy burrs, but after quite literally digging a bit deeper into the issue, I discovered the source of the problem. The silicone clump crusher at the top of the chute is far too stiff, effectively creating a complete seal under anything less than full flow. This is not only bad because it traps some grinds back, but also because a large enough buildup of grinds will result in some of them re-entering the burrs and getting ground even further. As you can see, the grounds coming out with the last 2 pumps of the bellows was almost like icing sugar. So I simply cut those fins so that they were less obtrusive to the flow of grinds. Now I'm hearing that on newer versions of these machines that issue has been slightly resolved, but not completely. Regardless, after that small modification, I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of grinds I was getting. For the price, this grinder was making some really good cups of coffee. I opted to just spec the standard burrs out of curiosity, and for the price point of that combination, it's definitely punching above its weight class. Now, of course, you could opt to spec some more specialized SSP burrs in this setup at the time of purchase, or even further down the road because of how easy it is to actually get into this machine. But that would start to push it up into a price point with some pretty serious competitors. The beauty of the DF64 is it gives you a really solid foundation and leaves you with the choice as to what you want to do from a workflow and a burrs perspective. Now, this can be either a positive thing or a negative thing. If you just want the most easy to use grinder straight out of the box, then the DF64 might not be for you. The port filter holder barely works, the power button is awkward, there's no grind indication, and there really are some internal tweaks that should be made to have it perform its best. But if you're someone who's not afraid to flex their creative muscle and get your hands a little bit dirty, then you'll find yourself with a grinder that performs well above the price that you paid for it. The DF64 offers a very sturdy foundation for you to then potentially modify and tweak to your liking. And there are already tons of online communities based around doing exactly that, offering solutions for the dial indicator, portafilter holders, clump crushers, even anti-popcorn devices. You just have to go and find them. If you want to check out this grinder, again, I will have it linked down in the description below. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave us a like and even consider subscribing if you want to see some more like it in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.